What is up, everybody? This is Spring, and we're here with the FDL Season 9. This is our first season in Champions, and we have a Regulation MB draft. I will say our tier list was made the same day that we got the abilities for all these Pokemon, so we have some stuff that's a little questionable, like, where is it? The Mega Pyroar in B tier. Probably should have been in A tier for that one. But yeah, at this point, I've already played my first 2 weeks. I'm kind of recording this team overview a little late. So this video is going to be an overview of my draft. And then I didn't record an intro for my week 1. So I'm going to give a little bit of a week 1 intro and point a couple things out that will come up in the match. I will try not to leak all of Colin's sets, but I do have them in the calculator right now to be able to talk about them. And then you guys will get to see my week 1 game. And then I did record a intro for my week 2 game, so I have that, so you'll see that. And then my week 2 game, which was versus Ducky, and I'm not good at beating Ducky. We'll just leave it at that. And then after I played against Ducky, like immediately after my game, I made some changes to my team. So 3 of these Pokemon that you see here got changed. So I'll go ahead and talk about that at the end of the video. So this is probably going to be a longer video. Stick around. There'll be timestamps on the bottom if you just want to see the games or if you just want to see me yapping. But anyways, this is the draft. This is what was originally drafted by everyone. It doesn't necessarily have their current teams, because I have this pulled up because I want to show how my draft went. My strategy going into the draft was actually to end up picking Whimsicott. See how many Pokemon, how many S tiers got picked in the first round, because I'm 14th pick, and then just float my S tier until late and hopefully end up with Whimsicott and then be able to just pick Pokemon that are good under Tailwind. However, that didn't exactly end up happening. So if you look over here, Whimsicott didn't actually get drafted at all. So that's not the reason why this strategy didn't end up happening, is not because Whimsicott got picked before me. It's because nobody else took Staraptor, the Pokemon that gets to click close combat and get plus defenses instead of minus defenses. Nobody picked it before me. I was expecting it to get picked before me, but this is just a me Pokemon. It sets up and does damage at the same time. There's a really funny comment from Lazy immediately after I picked this that's like, I can't believe you guys let Spring have the Pokemon that clicks Cosmic Power and is 120 base power. So yeah, we picked that up first. So no Whimsicott plan because they're both in S tier. Otherwise, I would have loved to have Whimsicott. And then I get my next pick super quickly because I'm on the wheel. And I just go ahead and pick the best C tier Pokemon in my opinion, which is Meowstic. Maybe not literally the best C tier Pokemon, but by far the best Pokemon for my team because it gets Prankster Charm, it gets Prankster Tickle, it gets Prankster Fake Tears. Like, it has all of the good setup for Staraptor. It can set up screens. It learns Trick Room. It's not a Trick Room setter. It can Fake Out. There's just a lot of good things that it can do for me, and I did not want to get this sniped. So I'm kind of just like, I'll figure out my A tiers from what's left. Basically, everybody else gets to go. It goes back and forth, and then Dragapult's still here, and it's an A tier, and I'm going to pick Dragapult. It's one of the fastest Pokemon, and it's just super flexible in draft. You can run it as a physical attacker. You can run it as a special attacker. You can run it as a support Pokemon. You can run it with screens. You can run it with Will-O-Wisp or Thunderwave. There's just so much that Dragapult can do. So it's a pseudo legendary. It has stats. So, and the nice thing about Dragapult is that or I guess the nice thing about Pokemon that are like in this like super duper fast speed tier is that in a lot of matches, you don't necessarily have to be max speed in order to outspeed everything. So as opposed to when you play like Dragapult on ladder in Draft League, you can afford to put a lot more bulk into Dragapult. And that actually comes up in my week 1 game, is like how much bulk I had in my Dragapult ended up coming in clutch. And then I ended up picking Arcanine. I actually was going to probably pick Glimmora as my next Pokemon, but that got taken in the 4 picks between my Dragapult pick and my next one. So whatever, we go ahead and pick up Arcanine. It's just a flexible fire type, gets Intimidate. Pick that up. We pick up Umbreon as another like bulky Pokemon, kind of slower. And then our next pick, we end up taking Camerupt, which because I kind of wanted to have a secondary mega option that doesn't have the same weaknesses. And when I'm looking through the B tier, kind of Camerupt ended up being the best option. So we picked that up as kind of our alternative Mega Pokemon, and then we pick up Trevenant as the best Trick Room Pokemon in C tier, at least in my opinion. And then the next pick, so this is going this way and then this way. We pick up Azumarill. That was kind of ended up being a mistake. Not because I don't want Azumarill on this team. I was kind of planning, this is another time where I got fucking sniped in the 4 picks in between, where I was kind of planning on picking up Araquanid as my water type. But that got sniped, so then I was worried and ended up picking Azumarill. And it's not that I shouldn't have picked up Azumarill, it's that I really should have picked up Jolteon. I had my eyes on Jolteon as my electric type, and that got picked before it got back around to me. And then Rotom Fan, to a less extent, was also an electric type that got taken. So we ended up picking Pikachu, mostly because it's a Lightning Rod Pokemon and can redirect electric type moves away from Staraptor. Pikachu's kind of just the mascot here. We'll talk about Pikachu again later. And then the reason why Metagross is so late down here is because by the time we were at these picks, I was basically the only person left with a A-tier pick, so I didn't need to pick it until the last round, and I ended up picking up Metagross as like the best Steel-type Pokemon that was still available. And is actually pretty good on my team. It came in very clutch for my week 1, which, speaking of week 1, let's go ahead and take a look at that. I'm not going to go too in-depth into my team, but what I do want to show out is a couple calcs that were super important. So first off, kind of my strategy going into this week was to be able to set up Trick Room with Trevenant and then use Metagross to kind of sweep under Trick Room. And Trevenant was just max HP, max special defense. It basically can't be one-shot. So being able to fake out with Meowstic and click Trick Room is a really good way to get it. Although the problem is that with fake out, Colin has the Hisuian Zoroark, so I don't know for sure whether or not I can fake out a Pokemon. So that wasn't actually my primary strategy. My primary strategy was to just have Staraptor on the field as well and kind of put them in a situation. This didn't end up being Final Gambit, actually. This ended up being Roost. But put him in a situation where, like, you either have to attack into Staraptor and let me set up Trick Room, or you double up into Trevenant, but then Staraptor gets to set up. basically for free. So that was kind of my primary strategy for getting Trick Room set up. And part of the reason why Trick Room's so good, obviously because we get Metagross to move first. But my Metagross this week, as you'll notice, is a mixed attacker. We got 15 attack and 10 special attack. And the 10 special attack is very important because this is what is required to one-shot Swampert with 17 HP IVs, which sounds like a weird number until you realize this is exactly how much they need to be 214 under Swift Swim, which is exactly how much you need to be in order to outspeed Jolly or Timid max speed Dragapult. So my calc basically always had the 17 HP as what I was calcing against, and this is exactly what Colin ended up bringing. I had his spread exactly correct, and that is why we have the 10 special attack points over here, is because that lets us one-shot it guaranteed with Grass Knot. So this was like definitely the huge calc for this week. A couple other things though is versus Rotom, which I was expecting Rotom to be Choice Scarf. It ended up being Choice Scarf because Thunder is very good in rain, and it's a really good way to deal with Mega Staraptor before it can get set up. So I was very bulky Staraptor for this week to be able to live those Thunders. So Thunderbolts didn't even put me into the red, which was very nice to see. But the other important thing I'm going to point out is you see this Rotom has Shadow Ball. There's a point during game 3 where I get a crit on their Rotom to KO it. Colin told me after the game that he had clicked Shadow Ball into Dragapult and thought it was going to kill because it normally would do like 40% and my Dragapult was really low. But I just want to point out that my Dragapult is the Cassie Berry. So when that crit happens, it doesn't actually matter because he wasn't going to get the KO on my Dragapult. And I think they're just left in the worst position. I mean, they kind of were done at that point, regardless, but I don't think they could have come back even with Rotom living and getting the damage because Dragapult lives and Dragapult had gotten a Dragon Dance up in that game, so it was outspeeding their Choice Scarf Rotom Mo. But yeah, so now you guys will go ahead and see my week 1, and then you'll see my week 2, and then I will be back to talk about the changes I made to my team. Oh, so no Annihilate. They did bring Liepard. They brought Salazzle. Weird. That's not great. I don't think. And it most likely will, though. We're gonna stick to the plan. Does that mean I want... Okay. Swampert and Rotom. Swampert's Life Orb. Wait, what? Oh, so that's... Okay, I know. So in that case... If I know that's where that is... Yeah. So yeah, you are fast. I got paralyzed. They live for both. CC doesn't quite kill. And then yeah. Oh, you're slower. Okay, well, you're dead. The illusion wore off. That means I am dead? Oh, I live. You're attacked by your choice scarf. Three more turns of Trick Room. Yeah, 3 more turns of Trick Room. So in this situation... Yep, there's a Protect. Expected that. Do we see a Focus Sash? No, I don't do enough damage. That's fine. Dead Hammer's protected. Hurricane. You know, I have both of these in the back. Oop, not Dragon Dance, just Dragon Darts. Okay. Come on, Grass Knot. Wham. Yes, okay, that one shots. Let's go. And Dragon Darts. Nice. I have defeated Colin. Okay. Do I want... Swampert and Rotom. Swampert, Choice Scarf. Okay. This punch doesn't kill thanks to the baby doll eyes. Flipper. Flip. White herb. Interesting. Oh, just a double protect? Okay. Imagine if I had switched. Oh, you had white herb. What am I doing? Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's annoying. I think I have to go Alexander here. Oh, of course, the order of this happened like that. Just not. Under which I live. And I'm paralyzed again! Shit has officially hit the fan for Umbreon. Oop.
God damn it, if I had... not go well for me. Goodbye. That was Zoroark, okay. Oh, that's a huge crit. I don't think that kills. Yeah, that was an insane crit.
That crit was insane. I'm sorry. Who are you targeting into? I assume you would... Okay, here we are for week 2. Hopefully... Or I'm trying to actually do an intro this time. I still haven't uploaded the first video, because I need to go back and record some sort of intro and, like, team overview. We'll see if that ever actually happens, and if this ever sees the light of day. But today we're playing versus Ducky, which is the Valiant Volcarona. So, this is my team for the week. Big overarching stuff here is the fact that they have Mega Lopunny. So it's going to be important to intimidate that thing down before it gets to Mega Evolve. Especially if it's in the lead. If it's not in the lead, it's less scary. Partially because I have Quick Guard. Ooh. Yeah, here we go. Quick Guard on Meowstic, which, funnily enough, Quick Guard is the same priority bracket as Fake Out. But thanks to Prankster, I actually get +4 Quick Guard, so it does actually work. And then we have Fake Tears. That's going to be our main move of choice for buffing up our Mega Staraptor. Getting the special defense boost seems really important here because their main physical attackers are the Lopunny and Garchomp. Those are going to be the two, like, big ones, and Staraptor just already has a pretty good matchup into them. As well as Samurott can also be a pretty good attacker for them, thanks to potential crits off of Aqua Cutter. But I'm less worried about that because of close combat, obviously. So the Fake Tears is here to make sure that we are not dying to random Rotom Fan, Goldango, Espathra, super effective attacks, either Thunderbolts or Psychics, many of those Pokemon. So that's the main thing here. Blaze Kicks for Goldango. Just important to actually have a way to be able to touch that thing because close combat doesn't, and Brave Bird doesn't do good either. And then we have Psychic Noise on Meowstic, so that way they can't do any sort of nonsense setup with Espathra or Goldango. Well, I mean, they can. They just won't be able to use leftovers to support that strategy. Dragapult's fun here. Basically, as... Oh, didn't I? No, timid's too important. Yeah, that's why we switched to this. So we have the special attacking Bahamut for the Shadow Balls into Goldengo and Espathra. It's just the most consistent way to have a Ghost type damage from Dragapult. And we have the Pounce, which is here mostly to be able to click into Staraptor to give Staraptor a speed boost. And then we got Light Screen Protect as the support moves. Metagross here is a Choice Scarf set. It's just basically 3 attacks and then Scary Face if it's next to Staraptor. We kind of have a lot of tricky ways to boost up Staraptor this week because if they can't kill me before I start stacking defense boosts, it's going to be very difficult for them to break through that. So we just have plenty of ways to make sure we're either moving first or not dying when they move first. And then Azumarill's here, it's kind of... like, Azumarill's really good. Flyroth kills most of their team, and a +6 Aqua Jet just kills their entire team. But it's really difficult for me to get Trick Room set up in this matchup, specifically because Mega Lopunny can fake out Trevenant. And I don't really want to, like, base my entire strategy around clicking Quick Guard and Trick Room on the first turn. Because that just leaves me open to something like CC plus Shadow Ball into Trevenant. So Trick Room's basically not going to get up. But I'm hoping that Azumarill is tanky enough to be able to survive an attack and then either Belly Drum or just click Player Offs. Realistically, Belly Drum's just here because I didn't have a 4th move. I didn't really need the water type move, Liquidation. So it's here. If we're ever in a spot where we can safely set up Belly Drum, we can pretty easily sweep with Aqua Jet. And then Arcanine's here. Arcanine's pretty good into Golden Go. We're basically as fast as we need to be, and then max attack to give us the highest chance to kill a bulkier Golden Go. Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm not streaming yet, but okay. You're interrupting my intro.
Oh, I thought I'm just gonna say like, "Hi, what's up?"
Yep. So this is Ducky. Actually, I did just kind of get through my Pokemon. There's one other thing I was going to say, but I'll say that when we start the game.
Well, I just wanted to say hi, but if I'm interrupting the intro, then I might as well.
Nope, you're fine. We got through the intro. Kind of feeling like this match is not going to be close, and I'm not sure which way yet.
I'm not sure either. What's the code? Both of us with the Meganium pick, both of us with the Ultra Ball pick. Oh, I see. Okay. I leave now, and I...
Oh, you're here. Oh, we both have the Meganium?
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention because Jonan and Allie are playing right now as well. And Jonan posted in their chat after their match started a list of Terra types. So I was reacting to him being silly.
That's funny. Okay, I double checked the sets are all fine, so I'm gonna need to call now. Wish you best of luck.
Bye. Yep, I'll also definitely in case anyone joins.
Do you want me to join for like a post chat?
Sure. I'll just be recording the entire time.
Okay. Hi, recording. Bye, recording.
Okay, so what I was going to say before Ducky joined in is this week is basically going to be find the Choice Scarf, because it is going to be the most annoying thing that they can have on their team, because they're... Oh wait, I'm not. But yeah, find the choice scarf because it can be on Golden Go, it can be on Garchomp, it could be on Rodon Fan, it could be on the Spothra, it could be on Samurott, and it's going to be annoying regardless of who it's on. So it's the first game really needs to be about figuring out which one has the choice scarf. Okay. So they did bring Clefable. I kind of was expecting that. So that's Clefable over... Oh, they didn't bring Samurott. Okay. In that case... Do we lead... Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this start. Let me make sure I have Clefable in my calc. So there's at least something there. Okay, Spothra Garchomp. Okay, Garchomp lead is a little interesting. I think in that case... and just switch Carbuncle out. Get the Intimidate off. They just go for the Dragon Claw. Oh, that's still killed. Oh, that was a crit. I was like, that should not have killed. God damn it. And now they're stronger against physical moves. Okay, but... Oh, did they not get a speed boost? They did not get a speed boost. Okay. Oh, this is Opportunist. Right. Right. Yeah, they withdraw Garchomp. They send out Clefable. We Mega Evolve. We Snarl. We Brave Bird. That gets rid of the Spothra. That crit shouldn't have mattered unless it's super bulky. Yeah, because we do 85 to 16 HP at minimum, so... There's the Chomp again.
Yep, there's the Mega Clef.
Hopefully we should be able to live. An attack here. There's boosts, rough skin, moonblast, +1, -1. Okay, we live that. Now we just need to not get crit. Don't get crit. How much does... Bloodbites does not do a ton, although it's probably not max defense. Okay. Here's my Shuka Berry. Down to 11. Oh, and a T-Wave. That's a little annoying. Yeah, let's just keep snarling. In case they okay, yeah, they do just kill. That crit, okay. Hopefully they're just locked into Stomping Tantrum, though. Gonna take a couple Brave Birds to get this killed. Golden Go the Chipper. We're basically just waiting to get crit at this point. Okay, it is super bulky Clefable. Okay, let's just get crit. It's bound to happen. There's a nasty plot. We're at full, we're at +3, they're at +2. Their Reflect just wore off. Hopefully we don't miss this Blaze Kick. Oh, come on, they also have Follow Me, yep. And another +4. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I have to Brave Bird and deal with you first, and then Garchomp also gets to come in.
So he's gonna get to +6, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I can live anything at +6. Even when I'm at +3. I can live a Shadow Ball, but I can't live 2 attacks. Yeah, no. I need shit to miss.
It's over. Blaze Kick's not gonna kill.
And I have to make physical contact. But I'm fairly certain that means Garchomp... No, Garchomp's pretty fast. Yeah, as the make it rain. It is raining. And it is pouring. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely Scarf. No, yeah, because it was faster than Dragapult. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. It being faster and then just killing me with that Dragon Claw was definitely unfortunate. Because that just slowed me down so much. Especially because I got that reflect off. This doesn't really help me right now. Because they can just double up. And if I just click Make It Rain...
This is a bad idea.
They clicked Nasty Plot. This was a good idea. Moonblast.
Belly Drum. Get way low.
And then... hopefully we live with a light screen? We don't live with a light screen unless they are... although they were... they felt super bulky.
We could live with a light screen. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, they just click follow me. Oh, right. They don't die to this Aqua Jet. Okay, but they're gonna make it rain here. I should have just Shadow Balled it then. It rained.
Oh, this means they get to go into Garchomp. No good way around that. Yeah, I think I have to go. Intimidate.
I'm gonna get rid of this Garchomp. Yeah, there's a Dragon Claw. I didn't click! Well, that's great. I didn't click my Mega. Fuck me. I don't think that's low enough. And it missed it.
Okay.
That's fine. Whatever.
I got so fucking unlucky this match.
Yeah,
I don't know
it
who was here for
unfortunate.
the first turn of game one. I should
the
have
crit.
never died without the crit.
And you got crit again too later
Yeah.
on in the game too.
Well, the second crit didn't matter.
Yeah.
I was losing that first
Oh, no,
game
yeah.
basically from turn one when Dragapult died for nothing.
Yeah.
Because I should have always lived, and then I should have been able to Shadow Ball, kill a Spathra on the spot.
Are you life form?
Yeah.
Okay, I expected that of swords, but I'm not sure.
I just got-
For lives that.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't. And I got the first turn of the second game wrong, too. Or no, not the first turn, the second turn. After I had switched in... wait. Yeah, after I had switched in... Wait, which order did it? No, I'm already forgetting. The turn
Okay,
where I
two.
light screened, if I had just Shadow Balled instead, it would have been fine.
Were you max timid? Dragapult?
Yeah.
Okay. You had about a 50-50 on my Spathra to KO'd.
Okay, you were super specially defensive.
Yeah. I'm generally just bulky.
Well, you have to be like max special defense in order to live.
No.
Or not max special
I
defense. Okay,
have-
I guess like half.
I have about half for the 50-50, right?
Okay. Yeah, so it would have been a 50-50 to KO. Which would have been huge. Yep.
Well, GG's all around.
Yeah, I mean this was the week I was expecting to lose.
Yeah.
Uh,
Your schedule's hell for a little
I
while.
can't believe you didn't bring Samurai.
I thought about it, and then I just looked at it and I was like, nah, they're gonna bring the stuff to counter Samurai, because the other thing still would be weak into it, right? Like the
The thing is that
the Camerupt.
yeah, Samurot's kind of your only way to get through Camerupt, and it
Garchomp?
also yeah, but it's Garchomp's harder to do it with because the thing about Samurott is you can just crit with it, which is also good into Staraptor.
Yeah.
Like, sure, it dies to a CC, but it's still like threatening.
I mean, yeah.
Sure, it just dies, but also, what if it doesn't and just kills me instead?
What if you just
Well, no,
wait?
I just mean like if you have Clefable and Samurott on the field, it makes it really hard for me to click close combat. And even if I'm boosted, you can just crit through it way more likely than you can with another Pokemon.
When the crit
Yeah.
move, yeah.
Yes, I forgot about crit move crit.
Yeah, I would need run to.
Yeah.
I would need to
Oh,
run.
yeah,
like,
no. The season I won was with
right,
Ogerpon.
she-
I know about crit move crit. Oh, fuck
As
me.
does Duck.
And then I forgot to fucking click.
the Mega.
Mega, yeah.
the Mega.
that was so
Which, like,
sad.
Yeah. Would have given me a chance. I just... The Garchomp having the sash was... Or not sash, scarf. Was really annoying. That
Yep.
game, too.
It's almost like I put it there because it was annoying.
Yeah, I should have just Shadow Balled into the Golden Go.
Shout out to
The turn
the
before,
Fable dying
when
to
I
the
light
crit when
screen.
she would have lived that.
I know, I saw that. We were all like, neither of these fat mons died to Aqua Jet here, and then it crits, we're like, whoa!
Yeah. Oh, was your Golden Go like super specially defensive?
Physically.
Or physically, yeah. Yeah, because it has to be pretty... or I guess it doesn't even have to be that defensive.
I was
I figured
doing
I would
in-head
live
calc.
a.
Yeah.
I figured I would live a Blaze Kick.
Yep.
So
No, yeah, you definitely love Blaze Clicks. It takes two of them to even try to kill it.
yeah, I just kind of looked at what
The-
moves Staraptor
The problem
gets, and I
is
see, like,
that...
Thief, okay, that's not going to be the move. Blaze Kick, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. The problem trying to prep into your team is 5 different Pokemon could have had the Choice Scarf, and it was a nightmare regardless of which one had it.
Yeah, it's kind of the strength for my team. I feel.
Well, no, it's specifically into my team that was so annoying.
Alright, we're ready for work. We'll see you guys later.
Alright,
See ya.
Bye.
Okay. Yep. Now I can just
I'm
go
so proud of Mega
7-1 the rest of the season.
Honestly.
Yeah, the Clefable was hype.
She stood on the field and she ate.
Yeah.
She was so jolly.
Yeah, I should have just brought Metagross. Okay. After Salty quitting versus Ducky, I went ahead and made a couple changes to my team. As you'll notice, I have 3 new Pokemon on here. Basically, this started with me realizing I'm just never bringing Pikachu. I went through and actually looked at my next 6 opponents for this season. There's not a single electric type that I have to be worried about. So there's no point in keeping Pikachu around just for the Lightning Rod. So I was looking. My team is relatively Ghost and Dark weak. Just between Metagross, Dragapult, Meowstic, Trevenant. So even though Trevenant is a very good Trick Room setter, it can be a little awkward when your opponents are already incentivized to bring those Ghost and Dark type moves. So I was kind of wanting to get like any decent Pokemon on my C tier over Pikachu. And we were kind of looking at Mega Audino. But if I'm going to pick Mega Audino, I kind of need to get rid of my Mega Camerupt. So then I was looking at my B tiers, and I realized nobody has Mudsdale right now. I could pick up Mudsdale in my B tier. It lets me still have that very slow ground type Pokemon. But it's no longer a Mega. So I can use this and Mega Staraptor at the same time. It's also, my team is like super, like Intimidate insulated between double Clear Body, all the inner focuses, Contrary. So like, yes, my team is leaning super physical for like almost all my damage, which can be a little annoying for my opponent setting up bulk. But like, you can't really intimidate me down. You kind of just have to deal with me having these massive attackers. But I can also beat up into Mudsdale with like Dragapult to get a bunch of sturdy boosts. I can also Swagger into it and not get the confusion. So I have like more ways to set up with Meowstic. And it lets me play a game where I can just go full Trick Room with Mega Audino, Mudsdale, Azumarill, and then pick my poison for whatever other Pokemon I want. So it kind of rounds out my Trick Room core a lot better, especially because it's kind of hard to pick a combination of two moves that can one-shot both of these Pokemon. And then once I was doing that, I was looking at my team, and Arcanine kind of felt like Arcanine's a really good Pokemon, and it wasn't bad on my team, but I already have the Intimidate, and I kind of needed a special attacker, like something to force my opponent to put bulk in special attack, because like I can run special Dragapult, and that's kind of what like, but it's not, it can't be my main special attacker as Dragapult. So I was looking, nobody picked Volcarona, and none of my team is weak to rock type moves. So it just seemed like a perfect pick. It gets me a really good special attacker. It gets me a redirection support to better be able to set up Trick Room with my lower tier Pokemon when that's the strategy I want to go to. It helps me protect Staraptor. It helps me protect Dragapult if I try to like set up Dragon Dances. It can sweep on its own. So it's just another Pokemon. I feel like this is something my opponents have to respect a lot more than Arcanine. Where like, yeah, sure, Arcanine can be disruptive, but Volcarona is like an actual threat. But it's also another Tailwind Pokemon, so it rounds out kind of like a core of tricky ways for speed control between Thunder Waves, the ability to set Tailwind, the ability to Trick Room instead, really strong priority moves with Aqua Jet and Bullet Punches, just a super fast Dragapult. So like, I feel like it rounds out my speed cores a lot better, even if it does kind of give me this gap of 30 points, whereas like, you can just be 1 point faster than Metagross, and you're kind of like, that's a huge gap of, you either go faster than Metagross or you have to invest a ton to be faster than any of these Pokemon. But that also gives me more leeway to maybe be less bulky here, or be less speedy if I'm thinking they're just going to speed creep Metagross, so we'll see. I mean, most of my Pokemon here I'm going to be running super defensive. Just kind of the nature of my team. But I'm excited. We have 6 more weeks of pretty good opponents. Like, I don't think anybody here is just going to be a slouch. But we have Zelda next week, so I'll see you guys for that. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.